Hey, look here, man. Bet not one jabroni knock on my door on Halloween talking about give me some candy. Bet not one little knocking come knocking on. I'm gonna put my Grinch outfit on, man. And Halloween is the only event where it's okay to go knock on strangers' doors and ask them for stuff. Halloween is the only event where you send children to strangers' homes, many times unattended, to go ask for stuff. Like, you feel you got the right to come knock on a stranger's door and ask for anything at nighttime. Just think about the stones you gotta have to go knock on a stranger's door at nighttime. Because you go trick-or-treating, right? In other neighborhoods, you go outside your hood, you go to the rich hood, you go to out here it's just like Palos Verdes and all these other little areas. You're like, oh yeah, they got the good candy. You think it's okay. Just think about the audacity, man, and the energy behind feeling like you're gonna go to a stranger's door and ask. You got the right to just ask, not just ask, but to expect, man. We gotta talk about this, Tribe. We gotta talk. You feel entitled, don't you? You expect certain things, don't you? Without without any type of common sense, rationale, or reason. You feel that you can just come to my door and I'm going to give you something. I'm going to give you my finest, most expensive, sweet candy. You feel you feel ashamed of me that I don't give you nothing. When you didn't even make an appointment. You didn't even tell me you was coming. I don't know who you are. You're from a foreign neighborhood, right? You just walk around foreign neighborhoods and you feel entitled. And you say, shame on you. You don't got nothing for me? Why would I have something for you, man? Hey, man, it's crazy, man. Just think about it, man. Where does that spirit come from? What kind of senselessness, must go into sending children to strangers' homes and asking for anything? Nonetheless, some type of edible item, because it's your children. I mean, you care what goes into their body. You ask for edible things? What gives you the right to come to my house and ask for edible stuff, man? Y'all gotta think about some of this stuff, man. Shit is crazy, and you just gonna keep it going. We just gonna keep going with the nonsense. Cause Yeezy said, shout out to Kanye, man. Yeezy said it, man. We ain't thinking, man. Slavery's a choice, man. Slavery is a choice. We get invaded and we learn their customs. We trade our holy days for their holidays while they use the Hollywood from the holly tree. But now we just talking about guaycom. I'm get back on these dog head sinusitis, man. Look out for the dog head drop. We're gonna come with some, sinusitis drop, man. Because that's what we're talking about. Dog-headed stupidity. To assume and feel entitled one day every year to go and knock on anybody's door, and you feel you're upset that they didn't think enough to give you some edible items. You think you could knock on my door and ask for edible items, man? You trust me with your body? You don't know what's in my kitchen? Look, whatever we call it, Day of the Dead, Murtos, and all that. These are not the Creator's laws, codes, or feasts. The Creator always had us celebrating life, man. When we got saved, after going through the wilderness, our tabernacle flow to remind us that, we were in transition, to keep the code, to make atonement. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's our feast days. Baruch Pesach, a brand new beginning, forgiveness and just, repop offness in the springtime when everything is growing. Y'all celebrate New Year's in the dead of winter when everything is dead because they got us worshiping death. HaWah, our Creator, never told us to, oh man, call into your dead ancestors, da 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 da. No, we praise HaWah. We know that we live. We feel our vibration. We got them telling us to call on the dead, right? And it's not just one day. Nah, you got All Souls Eve, All Hallows Eve. That's pre-celebration. Then you got All Souls Day, or or Halloween. Then the next day is like or the last day is All Souls. It's a whole 3-day festival. That's all you need to know. All Hallows Eve. Then you got the Halloween. Oh, Halloween is Samhain. So before it was Halloween, it's Samhain. Just like Christmas is Saturnalia. Why are we celebrating masses customs, man? All their holidays are still worshiping their gods and their powers. You know that, right? Saturnalia is your Christmas now. And Esteban Eco, he's venerated the day after Christmas. I think Esteban is Esteban's their guy, man. St. Stephen, man. We'll get back on the job. But you feel entitled, to come to my house and ask for edible items, man. Anage, we don't worship or venerate no frequency but the Most High over everything. And that's what we're telling our people everywhere, regardless of who you are. Think about the customs you're doing and ask, is it from the Creator? And don't front, because you don't want to bear false witness on HaWah, our breath. Wah. HaWah is breath, revelation, the 5th letter of the Hebrew. Wah is security, foundation, to be hooked, added security, like a tent peg to a tent. You have your HaWah. So Managin, don't put it on HaWah if it ain't on HaWah. If it ain't on the Most High over everything. Don't put it on HaWah if it ain't on HaWah. Whatever you're doing, Saturnalia, Christmas, Samhain, if you don't got the guts, if you don't got the stones to find yourself and celebrate your life instead of your invaders' gods, then slavery is a choice, man. Because Yeezy said it. I'm on my Yeezy flow, man. I'm on my Yeezy flow. You gotta be choosing slavery if you choose to venerate your oppressor's power. If you worship JC and they worship JC, you telling me y'all had the same God, that they came and invaded you with the same power? That's impossible, my night. We're talking most out of everything. HaWah says, I am your only savior. Only your creator is your savior. That's what you big up in. That's what you venerate. Whenever you get out of code and start, going after their customs and doing their, venerations, that's when you get in trouble. We get in trouble when we start acting like that. All Hallows Eve, Samhain, Myrtles, Dia Myrtles, you know what I'm saying? All that death, man. And then Saturnalia or Christmas is more death. Look it up, man. Look up Saturnalia, man. Don't just shake it off. I want everybody to be free. We have feast days to celebrate our checkpoints as a tribe, to remember that HaWah is our savior. Every single feast day we got is to big up our creator, Most High, over everything. So the other customs you doing, just think about it, man. You might just say it's about family. I'm saying it's about family. To get our family off that other vibration and have the guts to build our vibration and build it with them. They'll respect you for it. Trust me. I got children. They respect me for it. They respect me for getting them off this so that they don't have to deal with that energy. At least they can know what's up. At least they'll have it in them. They don't cry about Christmas every year. We pop off our feast days, man. We Baruch Pesach in it. Feast of Tabernacles, you know what I'm saying? We over there doing Days of Atonement to remember that we got to release and be forgiven, because none of us is perfect. We celebrate our victories in battle, because we in battle time. What you celebrating with your death? Easter is Ishtar, Astarte. Yeah, you say it don't matter, Drop. Of course, I'm talking frequency. It gotta matter, my noggin. You think they stopped worshiping their gods? You think they invaded us and left their gods behind? Or did they take Zeus and turn Zeus into Jesus? Jesus. Make a new test when the covenant of peace and shalom is with King David. Psalms 89. And if you ain't experiencing your covenant where Hawah's living amongst you and has sanctified the tribe and united the tribe, if that ain't happened yet, then you're not in a new covenant. So what's your new test about? Oh, it's a test. You don't think they brought their gods to Jupiter, Zeus? What do you think you're worshiping in the winter solstice with your Christmas Saturnalia? I know you don't want the kids feeling left out. They gonna feel left out that you didn't bring them in to the Most High over everything. This code is for us, or slavery is a choice. You got dragons ready to ride for you, Managa. Managa, you got dragons ready to ride for you, but you ain't ready to ride for you. You ain't ready to take a leap. Forget what people say and say, man, Most High over everything. All right, what should we be celebrating? Let's make it fun. Let's remember our Exodus, because that's what we're talking about, right? Let's make that a fun thing. Let's pop that off with more energy than we gave Christmas and so-called Halloween or Samhain. What are you calling on the dead for? Your creator told you to call on the dead or to call on life, man. And how do you call on life? You keep the code. You don't call on life with your parents if you ain't listening to your parents. Your parents say be home by 8. You gonna be home by 2 in the morning? You ain't in code. You can't get the gifts. They gonna put you in the basement, man. We even put in the basement because we kept coming home at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna do what I want to do. No, you're not gonna do what you want to do. Slavery is a choice. Cause Yeezy said it, man. Hey, take back your frequency. Don't be afraid. Man, it's a good time, man. It's a good time to leap right now. Cause you know for sure that the train you on is utterly whack. It's utterly whack, man. It's utterly whack. That's the best way I could describe it. It's a whack ass train. Because in order to be on that train, you're gonna have to be lining up, for a lot of things. They're gonna line you up for a lot of things. You know what it is to be lined up. You don't wanna be lined up. That train got a destination and it got nothing to do with where you wanna be at. But if you can build with a few right now and believe again. If you don't believe in the creator, you don't believe in yourself. You know you're in the firmament, right? You know you got a crystal glass, ceiling up there, right? So you know you got a creator, right? Let's stop playing, man. Stop the malarkey, man. Hey, have fun, man. Pop off, but pop off with your spirit, pop off with your energy. You're doing what you're doing, and I can't stop you from doing what you're doing, but I'm just saying, nobody better not show up at my door asking for no edibles, man. Any jabroni show up at my door liable to get, shot with a bow and arrow through the foot. You know what I'm saying? You might get a bow and arrow in the foot bowl if you show up at my door asking for candy, man. Hey, all praise HaWah. Shalom to the tribe. Keep your frequency up. Dodge all static at all costs, man. It's a lot of death. It's a lot of death in the atmosphere, man. Dodge all hijacks at all costs, man. Halal HaWah. Shalom to the dragons on the wall for keeping the water flowing for the tribe at all times. Halal HaWah for all the cons out there choosing up because your frequency is building us up, man. We ain't got to be entitled. We got to be grateful, you know what I'm saying, for the wave to surf in. And ask yourself, what would you be doing without the wave? And is there a duplicate of the wave? So I might want to fall back and witness the Wadah to the witnesses. Shalom.